my Thalapathy, kulisa kugamba. Yeah, Mark, for my Thalapathy, now ready to firecracker. Hey, Mark, check out my Thalapathy, kulisa kugamba. Yeah, Mark, for my Thalapathy, now ready to firecracker. Mr. Rajiv having a ball over here on Chennai Lab, man. Okay. Sit back, buckle up and brace yourselves. This is Chennai Live 104.8, India's first and only digital talk station. Let's talk a bit of life, let's talk a bit about philosophy, and sometimes music can be quite philosophical and life can be quite musical as well. Some people say, jack of all trades, master of none. But we have someone, I believe, and you know it as well, he's a master of some. Singer, songwriter, actor, performer, and many more that we'll unveil today. This man is cool as a cucumber, and this man's got a plan that we need to discover. Yes, my friends, you're going to ask me, enna sonne? I'll say, this man knows it the best. With me is Bjorn Surrao. Vanakkam and welcome. How are you? Vanakkam, Rajiv. That was such a cool intro, bro. Oh, I've been practicing this for like so many months. I said, Bjorn, when will you be free? Na solrenda. I said, enna sonne? So, it's good to have you, Bjorn. Nice. I must tell you, we've heard you, we've loved you. We know the performer. We know the man who started off with a bang, and many people don't realize that there's a story of struggle. There's a story of failure. There's a story of experiences before the man had the plan. I want to discover that today.
Okay.
But Bjorn, what's your real name?
Sendil.
Everyone asked me, I said, Macha, you know, Bjorn Varanga. Say, our real pair enna irukka? I said, like, Bjorn Varanga da, that master, the blaster. Real pair enna irukka? The performance pair irukka? I said, ande kelvi na yosikve illiye. So, is Bjorn actual name Bjorn?
Yeah. So my parents were huge ABBA fans, and the composer of ABBA, his name is Bjorn, and they also really like Bjorn Borg, so hence.
So were you forced into music? The very fact that they saw you and they said, okay, ABBA, appa sonnanga ABBA, adha pannanum. Were you forced into music?
No. I was never forced to do anything.
Okay, now tell me, let's start from the start, Bjorn. Everybody recognizes Bjorn today as this man with the plan, master the blaster. But before that, who was Bjorn? And what is his connection to music? When did that start? Was music a chance or was music your choice?
Definitely a choice. Music is something that would, I think, leave aside the whole commercials of it. I think it's something that gave me peace when I'm playing guitar or when I'm, jamming. Writing songs. So music is like a medium that gave me peace at a very young age. So I think that was definitely a choice.
You know, when I have this one talent I wish to learn. When I was in school, I used to carry this guitar, go for guitar classes, because I believed that you can woo any girl with a guitar and a nice voice. I didn't realize my voice was bad, and I didn't realize I have a hand and eye coordination issue. It never worked. But when did you decide, and when did you feel that music is your life? Because let's be honest, nariya people they love music. Listening to music is everyone's fondness.
Yeah.
Playing music can be a passion. Anna, the reality of life is it can't be a profession. You can't make that as this is what I do for a living, a musician.
Yeah,
very few get it, very blessed get it.
Yeah.
So tell me your journey when you decided and when you felt this is what I meant to do.
So my perspective of, playing or making music is not like that. I don't even think like that. For me, music, as I said, it brings me peace. So when along the way, I think I picked up the guitar when I was about 11 or 12, and that was just a thing that I liked doing. Like I would play video games and play guitar. It was just a thing, and play football. I didn't really like. I was not a book, big book reader. I wouldn't do my homework. I didn't really care. I would do these things. So this went on, and I had a very good schooling. I was blessed like that, where they kind of let me be.
Encouraged you to do what your skills are.
More than encouraged, I think they just let me be. They didn't tell me. Even, I mean, of course, we are in India, so here and there will be, you have to study, you don't do this, But I didn't really care. I just did what I want to do anyway. And I think that is I think that is the main decision that kind of changed everything for me at a very young age, to just do whatever I like doing, not caring too much.
Very few people know that this man was maybe 10 years back playing on the streets, and you were finding your passion. You were discovering who is Bjorn Surrao. People didn't have to show you that. You went to the people to understand that.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was that all about? It's called busking.
Busking, yeah.
What the busk were you doing, dude? Why would you think of that? Tell me about that. I find it quite interesting.
It's the most authentic, raw way of displaying music or any kind of performance art. The minute you are on the road or on the street, you can't faff. You can't escape, by, putting some track and escaping. You can't do all that. What happens there. And people see you authentically for what you are. So, street performance is something that's it's a very hard thing to do. And it's also a massive learning for an artist. Their skill set will develop 10x once they start doing street performances. So this culture always existed, but it was not there, at least in South India. They didn't really encourage busking and things like that. Of course, today it's there. Today our corporation and government has, you see when you go on T Nagar, and which is so cool. And in fact, I did music for a film recently, and I said, okay, you know what, guys, I'm gonna come on the street and I'm gonna play a few songs and sing a few songs. So I did that last month. After a long time, I went to T Nagar and I did it. It was cool.
It was a free concert for the people.
Yeah, it was cool.
Bjorn, they say it takes one song, one day or one moment to change the entire world. I think it's true. It took one song to change your world. And I think you've not taken it for granted. I think you understand that that one song changed your life forever. You will never go back to those days. Those days were good. We'll talk about that as well. But how did Master the Blaster actually happen?
Basically, one day I was just hanging out. And
what do you mean by hanging out?
It's just hanging out, just chilling.
Where do you chill like this that you get opportunities? I chill in my office, I
was just chilling in my house.
Oh, okay. I will come to your house if that Vastu is good. Okay.
I was just chilling, watching a game, and this was during the second lockdown.
Okay.
And you know how things were in COVID. It was crazy. So I think the government put out a notice saying that they're going to open up things in another 1 week, and the theaters will be open and master movie is going to come in, etc., etc. So then I think just 2 weeks before the movie release, Ani calls me and he's like, bro, Ani and me go way back from college days. So he's like, bro, I have this scene. Can you do something on it? So I was like, cool, man. He's like, can you come to the studio? It's like, yeah, I'll come. This was at like 2:32 in the morning. Yeah.
Why do all these creative people think at that hour when I'm fast asleep? I wonder what do you all do at 2:33 in the morning? Yeah?
I mean, it's just more peaceful, no?
Sleeping also is quite peaceful.
So he showed me the footage of the scene. And I was like, whoa, this looks cool. Nice, very cool. And there was a guitar line. And he hummed the tune for me and everything. I said, okay, cool, let's make something happen. And that's when I started writing. And then we're all just chilling. We're just chilling, writing. And while recording, I guess that vibe or whatever you want to call it at that specific moment of time was awesome. Yeah. So then, we were dancing, I was jamming on the mic, and things just happened. And, it was crazy.
You don't realize what you've done. Sometimes magic is effortless.
Yeah. It just happened.
So, tell me honestly, were that the only lyrics you wrote, or did you write something else and you said, nah, one more?
No. That was the only thing I wrote. So I was writing on my iPad.
I was thinking you're going to give me an inspiring story like, அப்படி ஆச்சாடா இப்படி ஆச்சாடா ஓய் நம்பவே முடியல like இது நம்ம மாதிரியே இருக்கு.
So the inspiring story would be, this does not happen overnight. Yeah. This takes 15 years to happen. But whatever, that 15 years of process
can change in one night.
It can happen like that. So we jammed this and we made this track. And he sent it to me. And at that time, as I said, it was lockdown, so it was full police checking, etc. So I couldn't take my car, so I had to come on my scooter. So I put my headphones. He sent the track, I was listening on headphones. That day I was vibing and going in the scooter. It's like, oh man, it's a cool track.
Very cool for sure.
It's a cool track, it's sweet. And so then the reference put over there was a reggae song. Not a reggae song, like an old I don't know if you've heard the song Be What You Wanna
Be. Correct. Making things away. That was sipping on Bacardi rum.
Yeah.
I'll join your team, dude. So now first they will say, hey, the third song namakku theriyave illada.
Illa. That song was a reference. But that's a totally different song. And it's quite expensive to acquire those rights.
Obviously, yeah.
So we'll just make our own thing. So we made our own thing, and that's what happened.
You say it so nicely and you say it so simply, but I don't know if you're feeling it. I'm getting goosebumps, because I realized that through a few hours, through one phone call, history is created and lives are altered. You feel the same, I'm pretty sure. But when did you realize that, man, this song has changed my life? Because when the song released, the promos were out, fans, whether it was Thalapathy going out or Tale Dhoni going out, it all felt like this is the song. When did you realize that my life's changed, man? My plan is different now.
I still don't think like that even today.
What are you saying?
I'm the same guy. I don't really...
But people have changed to you. The man is the same.
Yeah, that is different, perhaps. But I guess when, I woke up, the film released, and I woke up the next morning and I went to fill fuel. And this was the day of release.
Okay.
It's released at, I think, in early morning show. And I've woken up at my own sweet time at 11 a.m., 12 p.m., whatever. And I've gone to fill fuel. And in the petrol bunk, when I'm putting air in my tire, there's a ringtone. And I can hear, "Got the man with the plan, right?" So I was like, okay, somebody's stolen the song, flicked it. So then I looked outside, and the guy who was filling in air in my tires had this as his ringtone. And I was like, whoa, okay, how did you get this? This is nowhere. But he already had it. Then I'm like, okay, I left it. Maybe I am just Delulu, I don't know. So I took my car and I went off. And I was going to my studio, and on the way to the studio, there were a bunch of dudes. Again, there's a small tea shop there. In that tea shop, there were like 5 to 6 different guys having tea. And everyone had this as a ringtone. And all were vibing in the tea shop at 1:30 in the afternoon. So I was like, what's going on? This is some crazy shit.
I can't be so delulu also.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, and then I think the people made you realize what you've created.
Yeah, it's purely the people.
Fantastic. And of course, the cucumber came as well. Yeah. We're going to take a break, but before that, why don't you give me one line of cucumber? I don't have cucumber, I have coffee, but it's okay. You can start off with it. Give me one line.
You like the song?
I love that song. Yeah?
Okay, cool. Yeah, Mark, check out my Thalapathy. Cool as a cucumber. Yeah, Mark, for my Thalapathy. Now ready to firecracker.
The man's a cracker. You said no so casually, Ani call panna 2:30 morning. I was like, oh, Anirudh call panna na unakku. But how was, have you interacted with Thalapathy himself?
Yeah.
Don't say 2:30 morning, machi. No. I will never sleep at 2:30 idukku mele.
No. One day, so during the shoot of Beast, Nels called me to be there in the cucumber portion.
Yeah.
So I went to the set. I mean, it was being shot on a beach on ECR, and there was a drum kit there. So my thing was to be on the drum kit. Great, love it. So I was there, just jamming beats, and then Vijay sir came, and he was there, and we were just talking music, and he's like, how do you play this groove? And it's like, I showed him, and then he thanked me, and I also thanked him, and he said I really loved Master Blaster. And I used to have it as my ringtone.
He had Master the Blaster as his ringtone. So it's not only the petrol bunk or 5 people in tea shop. It is Thalapathy Vijay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like, I love that song. I was like, thank you, sir. I wrote for you only, which I did.
Yeah.
But I also had Sachin in mind. I'm a huge cricket fan.
Me too.
Yeah, it was a very nice interaction.
So if you have to play Master the Blaster or the song for any other person, who would that be? Like this means
Obviously you know who.
No, tell me.
I just told you.
Sachin Tendulkar?
Sachin, of course.
And if you were supposed to, like how we have Master the Blaster then, if you're supposed to give 3 words for the following people, what would you call them?
Okay.
What would be the title of the song?
Let's go.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
What would be the title of the song?
Yeah. Or single line of the song. If we have such a talent in front of us, we might as well juice the talent. No?
MSD. Goat.
Okay, but already taken by Venkat Prabhu. All right. If it is Ajit Kumar.
Like actor.
Yeah.
Tala. I guess gentleman, James Bond of South Asia.
Okay. You were supposed to give a title for CSK.
CSK.
Okay.
Bleed yellow.
Okay, and if you were supposed to give it to the people of Chennai, who love you so much, what would you give that?
Oh, that.
Don't take my studio door. I thought you were taking my studio door. Okay, and Rajni
I'm a proper Chennai boy, so I love this city.
Okay, superstar Rajni.
Oh,
Again, don't take an Katra.
No.
No.
Talaivar, just unbelievable. Like he's beyond. He's in like God level of being.
Yeah, I know, because our spiritual understanding is different. So in the beings, he is the god of beings. So then tell me, how did movies happen? Because here is a musician. You are born and bred for music right from that tender age of yours. Why would you get into movies? How did movies happen to you? And are you actually enjoying it as much as you're enjoying music? Because you say music is your life. Is acting now your life as well?
I think it all falls under performance arts. So I do enjoy acting. Yes, it is something that I guess brings out a different side of things, and I get to learn a lot. I get to experience different things which I cannot experience in the world of music. This is a different world altogether. It's a whole different thing. And I guess my thought process is, this is one life I'm going to lead. Let me upday, enjoy, check out different stuff, have fun. For me, that is my number one criteria. I have to have fun. If I'm not having fun, I'm not going to do it.
So. No one will say, I had fun with the doctor. But this man had a lot of fun with the doctor. How did that happen? Did you go saying, or did the opportunity come to you saying that, we want this little dialogue, we want this little vibe in the character. No Pomble can do this. Maybe only this Able can do that part. How was it? How did that come by?
So, Nelson... was at Ani's studio one day, and I mean we're all friends. We all used to hang out, and so one day he asked me to this again was, we were just chilling, probably playing PS or something like that, and Nels comes to me and he's like, hey bro, can you come this side 1 second? I was like, what happened? He's like, will you act? I was like, I don't know shit about acting, acting. I did some theatre in school days, but I don't know anything. He's like, that and all, you don't worry. Adela kavalapadada. Are you interested? I said, I don't know. He's like, Chumma, you come tomorrow. Just come and do an audition, Chumma. So I said, okay, fine. I'll come. So I went and did the audition, and so after the audition, he said, okay, fine, I'll put you in a training. So I trained for about a month, a brief period, and I went for the shoot. So there is a certain amount of training that is required to be on set and things like that. So that's how that happened. But point being, it's not just me. There are a lot of people who auditioned. It's just that I think the director,
felt that you're most apt for it.
For whatever, it's the director's vision. At the end of the day, it's nothing to do with me. It wasn't coming. I tried like 3-4 times. I did about 6 to 7 takes. And around my 8th take, it came out of a lot of frustration because we were in the sun, and I had to it was very hot, and we were shooting in Goa, and it's really hot, early in the morning. I mean, my early morning. That's like 9 a.m. So out of frustration, I finally did it, and the director didn't say cut. So I was like, what's going on? So I turned and looked, and everyone on the floor, like everyone's laughing. It's a set, right? There are about 150, 200 people over there. All are going bonkers. So I didn't understand. It's like, why are these guys laughing like this? I can't understand. And then he said, cut, and he said, Inga parada, this is what you did. So I still didn't understand again, because for me that's a very normal thing. So I was like, okay.
Why are you laughing?
So everyone was losing it. The next day was SK sir's birthday. He had a small dinner event. I said, sir, happy birthday and all. He's like, you just killed it. I was like, what did I do? நீங்க பாருங்க தியேட்டர்ல எப்படி இருக்கும் and all. He is telling me that time itself. Cut to 1 year later, we are all sitting watching the movie. The movie was great. I was enjoying it. In the theater, we were all watching it together, and during the interval, we all go out just to grab some popcorn, this, that. And that time SK sir tells me, you just see this guy, you're going to lose it. He's like, you just see the theater. I said, okay sir, fine. And in the theater, I didn't expect it. There was a massive blast. People losing it. Whoa, okay. Crazy. And
the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't realize the magic you have done. It's the people around you that make you realize the magician in you.
Basically, recently I did a small film that I was the music director of.
Okay.
And the director of the film is one of Thalapathy's very good friends. His name is Srinath. And so apparently Thalapathy has told him, he's been watching, all the different things and things like that. So that was very cool.
Yeah.
This is just...
That's nice. That means Thalapathy is watching your moves.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. Yeah, it's very nice. You should be feeling very special about it, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
Of course, it is nice. And how is the experience of a music director? Because doing a song and music direction is very different. It's
very different.
Yeah, so what is the challenge in this one? What's the genre like? Give us something about the
It's
movie.
a comedy film.
You're not giving any information.
It's an out-and-out comedy film. A lot of comedians from the industry. And so how we score to... It's a tricky thing to score for comedy films, because there's a lot of dialogue involved. So, yeah, I mean, we worked our way through it. So
Nice.
it's cool.
When can we expect that?
It's already out on OTTs and things like that.
What's the name? You're not saying the name.
It's called Leg Piece.
Leg Piece. And the type. Okay. How many pieces are there? Okay, so on a very serious sticky wicket, what the leg is refusing to take forward is independent music, Bjorn. For someone as successful as you, as impactful as you have come out with your own independent music after Cucumber and Master the Blaster as well. Do you think that independent music has a market today? Or is every independent musician only looking for a big break in the Kollywood film industry or in the Tamil movie industry?
See, again, to each his own. Different musicians have different perspectives of what they want to do, and what I would recommend, or my suggestion towards, or rather my opinion towards the whole thing would be, is make, if you want to be a musician, this whole independent musician is basically just being a musician without, but not backed by a label or something like that. If you want to follow this path, do it only because you really enjoy it. Don't do it because you want to make numbers, or you want to I don't know, you have
outside adulation is not required.
Yeah.
Tell me about your career and your songs in the independent space. You did some really nice ones. I like the CSK one. I like
Thank
Hey
you.
Baby.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I like all of them.
Yeah.
There's another song, I might forget the name. That 5 days I was drinking, you didn't care for me, baby. Which was that one?
5 days.
Yeah, 5 days I've been drinking. I never used to drink, but now you're not looking at me. Dude. I entered the room. There's a song you made.
What?
There's a song you made. That 5 days I've been drinking. I came to the room, but you didn't look at me. Have you been looking at me? There's a song like that. You're standing in some like a parking area, and you have the mic in front of you. Correct or no?
That's a reel.
Oh, that's a reel. Oh, that was so long. It felt like a song, dude. Okay, I didn't know that.
That's like a, I mean, yeah, that's an already existing song.
Oh, by who?
Called People.
Okay.
And that is my version of that song.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now you tell me about your independent music, da.
Yeah.
Tell me about
So I
that.
actually released a song 2 days back.
Okay.
Called Kural. It's an Afro house fusion song, and I'll send it to you. You should check it out.
No, you can sing it to me. I will check it out.
No, it's not a singable song.
Oh, okay.
It's a very it's a house song with a lot of Carnatic elements and things like that. Yeah, it's very interesting. So I think have you heard of this designer called Mr. Vivek Karunakaran?
Of course I would.
Yeah, so I think he made a collection based on the Tirukural
Correct. I know this one. Yes.
called Idam.
Yes.
And he was displaying it in Jaipur in a fashion week. And he calls me in Feb, is there any way we can collaborate and make a track? I said, yeah, of course, let's do it. So we did a collaboration. So I asked him, we can do the collaboration, when is it happening? He's like, in 2 days. I'm like, in 2 days? 2 days, okay, you know what, I'll take it up as a challenge. So I literally did not sleep. I was on the track, and we made the track. The entire fashion show happened. And the collection was really nice. A lot of people in Jaipur try to Shazam the track. They can't.
Not to be found.
Because it's the original track. So they couldn't find it. And Vivek was telling me these things. I was like, oh, this is cool. So I said, okay, you know what? Let's make it a proper song and release it. Because I made that for the ramp walk. So then I said, okay, fine. So we made a version.
Nice.
And,
oh, I can't wait. I'm sure people can't wait to hear this as well. We will listen to it, share it, and go crazy.
Yeah, so we had a lot of fun doing that. Kural, what I released 2 days ago, is released by me. So that is an independent song. Okay, that is me. So the Inna Sonna, we did it in association with the Think and a bunch of other, associates. That's actually not independent music. That is non-film music.
Oh, where is genre of
Yeah,
beginning?
yeah. Everyone has it wrong.
Yeah.
So that is non-film music. Film music is different, which comes inside a movie.
Understood.
This is non-film,
Backed by a
label. As you know, India is the only country where, songs are there in films, right? And India is probably the only country where, you have labels who are backing film music. Because because there are stars, right? Stars act in the films which people come to the theaters to watch, and there are songs, they dance, and etc., etc. So now the entire demographic of things is evolving, where you don't need to have a song in a film. You can just release a song, and and that entire thing changed massively in India post-COVID. So that is when people started saying, okay, there's some moolah to be made over here.
But for this man, the moolah is not so important. Which song is the closest to your heart and you say, this was my best, maybe the public haven't realized it?
There's a song I wrote in 2015 called Walls. So I was going through a little bit of a rough patch, and so how this is my dealing with that, where I kind of isolated myself in my room, and I was staying with my folks at that time. And so food would come, but I would not, basically I didn't get out of that room for about a month. And I had a mirror, a massive mirror in front of me, and just my guitar, that's it. So this, you can even call it a experiment, where it's just a mirror, guitar, me, notepad, writing, bouncing off ideas. And this song basically talks about, the chorus of the song says, we got one life, so take a shot, take this chance to make a new. Heavens know that I'm incredible, you're incredible, and that's the crux of it. Nice. And the song is basically me talking to myself in the mirror.
Music sometimes is a language which words can't define. It's an emotion that drives it through, and that's a very interesting story. Bjorn, I came to this interview and you came for this interview, and I was very sure we were going to have a rocking session. But under all of this, I see a story of calmness, a story of confidence, and very rarely do we see a person who doesn't care for what people think success is, because success is your joy, success is your achievement, success is your time, and success is your life. And you say, I'm a chill guy, I tell you, you're as cool as a cucumber. It's been a pleasure meeting you, bro. You've been a great guy. Lovely conversations, and I can say it very honestly that maybe in the speaker amongst two of us, I came second. You came first. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for being a part of Chennai Live. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, brother.
This is Chennai Live, Radio Redefined.